It's official. We're getting a third season of The Witcher. The scripting of The Witcher's third season wrapped up in December 2021, and the cast is filming the new season at this moment. Considering all this, now seems like a good time to dive into every detail that we know about the new season. So buckle up, because we're about to get into it. First up, what we've seen so far. We'll get into the third season, but first, we should have a quick recap of what we saw at the end of season 2, just so we could remember all the important stuff that would be relevant moving forward. Before we go any further, we should warn you that this video's got tons of spoilers for season 2. So if you haven't watched it yet, here's your warning, click away. For those of us who watched the second season, we know they left a few cliffhangers in there for us. The second season was filled with many twists, turns, and a very few confusing plot lines that made us sit back and say, just like Geralt. The finale of season 2, titled Family, saw Geralt go head-to-head with the Deathless Mother, who's a demon inhabiting Ciri's body. The demon, also known as Voleth Meir, had attempted to brainwash Geralt's foes, even causing Yennefer to turn her back on Geralt so she could sacrifice Ciri. In their face-off, it doesn't take Geralt much to figure out that it's not the real Ciri, and he comments on how far their relationship has come. Vesemir, on the other hand, is filled with rage and wants to kill Voleth Meir, even if that means he has to kill Ciri. Geralt convinces his mentor to stand down, which was an interesting character development, as a Witcher is supposed to kill a monster at any cost. Geralt discovers that the only way to save Ciri is to convince Voleth Meir to take another host. Yennefer uses her magic to save Ciri and takes Voleth Meir as a host. This was her way of making up for her betrayal. While Voleth is getting used to the new body, Ciri uses this as an opportunity to banish her through the monolith. Ciri's magic is too powerful, pulls Geralt, Ciri, and Yennefer through the stone as well. We also see Francesca mourning the loss of her daughter far away from Kaer Morhen. She believes that a spy working for the kingdom of Redania is responsible. As revenge, she marks every infant child and murders them. The historian Istred reveals to Francesca that Ciri is Hen Ichiar of Elder Blood. It's believed that those with Elder Blood are believed to be the savior of their race. So to Francesca, Ciri's life is precious, and the elves will do anything to get their hands on her. We also find out that no one from Redania was responsible for the murder of Francesca's child, but it was the White Flame himself, a character that was built up in this season and was revealed to be none other than Ciri's father, Dunny. This was probably the most shocking scene of the season, and it's hard to see how it can be topped. Well, that's not entirely true, because we also get a hint that Jaskier is planning on betraying Geralt, which might be a great twist in the upcoming season. It won't just be shocking, it will break all our hearts. Now some questions we have going into the third season. The writers did an incredible job of answering all the questions we had at the end of the first season in the second one, so it's safe to assume that a lot of questions we have right now would be answered and may shape the plot of the next season. The first question we all have is, what are Dijkstra and the Owl Lady's true motives? Dijkstra appears halfway through the season. In the finale, we find out that the owl's a woman named Philippa. Even though it was the first time the viewers heard about her, the people who have read the books are familiar with her character. If you're one of them, now's the time to show off your hardcore fan badge. It's very likely that Philippa and Dijkstra will play an important role in the third season and might drive the story toward the Thened coup. Another question would be, who is Reince working for? One of the most powerful and terrifying characters on the show was given the task of finding Ciri. Although the readers might have an idea of who his employer might be, we never got to know her identity in the second season. That's something we should be expecting to see. You might also be wondering what the elves might do next. When Francesca finds out about Ciri and the Elder Blood, the elves find out about this revelation, and they'll try to hunt Ciri for her powers. But we don't know how far they'll go in this pursuit and how big of a role they'll play in the next season. We also got to see the relationship between Geralt and Vesemir in the second season. Vesemir's like a father figure to Geralt and all the other Witchers. In the final battle against Voleth Meir, many Witchers face their death. It's also revealed that Ciri's blood contains an element that's required for the creation of Witchers. Maybe we'll see Vesemir work on that and try to rebuild his family. One of the most important questions is, when will Ciri find out about White Flame's identity? In season 3, we might see Ciri and Dunny's relationship building, but we don't know at what point Ciri will know about her father. There are also questions about how she'll take the news and how it would affect her her relationship with Geralt and Yennefer. We don't know about you, but all this drama is really exciting. And finally, we might get to see Geralt, Yennefer, and Ciri travel to the other spheres of the universe. In the second season, it was revealed that Ciri can communicate with the other spheres. She also accidentally teleported herself, Yennefer, and Geralt into another sphere. So it's possible that we might see the trio travel through many spheres. This might make up an interesting plot for season 3. Now, what the show's creators have revealed so far. The show's creators have done a terrific job of not completely leaving us clueless and revealing just enough for us to come back for more. The filming of the third season began in April. It was also revealed that we might be getting a few spin-offs, including The Witcher Blood Origin, set to be released in 2022, starring Michelle Yeoh, who you might know from the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was also revealed by the executive producer of The Witcher, Lauren Schmidt Hissrich, that season 3 will be based on her favorite book of the Witcher saga, The Time of Contempt. If you can't wait to find out what'll happen in season 3, we'd recommend you pick up the books ASAP. At the beginning of April, a brief plot summary was released on Netflix, which showed Geralt and Yennefer acting as co-parents to Ciri. Although Geralt hasn't fully forgiven Yennefer for her betrayal, he knows that she's the only one that can help raise Ciri. He also realizes that there was always something missing in his relationship with Yennefer, and Ciri might be able to fill that hole. Yennefer will try to explore the girl's untapped power, and for that, she'll bring them to the protected fortress of Aretuza. Speaking about his character, Cavill said that in this season, Geralt will find out that he can't do this all by himself. Charlota told Netflix that her character is someone who doesn't really trust anyone, but she might have learned to consider things a little more. Seems like a significant portion of the third season will cover the three-way development of the main characters. Fans are also looking forward to seeing their favorite bard Jaskier on the screen. Joey Beatty, while speaking about the future of his character, said that we'll see Jaskier getting into a lot of trouble no matter where he is or who he's hanging out with, which seems fairly obvious. After all, it's Jaskier. What else can you expect from him? Lauren Schmidt also revealed that they're going to introduce Scoia'tael, which is the army of the elves that are fighting on behalf of Nilfgaard, and we can expect it to be a pretty harsh and dark storyline. Speaking of dark, the Wild Hunt started to take place in season 2, moving towards Ciri and claiming that she belongs to them. Schmidt Hissrich acknowledged that this might help the viewers find out more about Ciri's history now that we know Calanthe hid a lot from her. We might get to know about her lineage, her bloodline, or even a possible connection to Laura Doren, which was also teased in the last season. Next, let's talk about new characters. Netflix has announced a few new characters to make an appearance in the third season. First, there's Milva, played by Mangir Zhang, who is a fierce and talented huntress. We'll also see Radovid on the screen, played by Hugh Skinner, who's the younger brother of King Vesemir. Finally, Christelle Elwyn will play the role of Missile, who's a member of a gang called the Rats. Needless to say, our expectations are high going into the third season. Even though we don't have a confirmed release date yet, a late 2022 release is to be expected, and we can't wait for it. That's a wrap for this video. What are you looking for the most in the next season? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.